There we go. Hello. Howdy, hello. We're too good for countdowns now? Sure. We'll go with that. Thank you, Emerald. Hello, Christian. Okay, so first things first, I guess. We just go. What time is it for me? It's about 10:30 at night. Right, and then you couldn't tell, there's also this guy. Let's go. Do I play Pokemon Champions? Do I think the teams I built in Brick Bronze would be applicable there? No, absolutely not. But no, I don't play Champions, mainly because I haven't played, like, the games in general. No, I realize this is a lot harder because I can't actually see my mouse before I click in there. But it's okay. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that's actually. I was actually gonna start at 10 torching, but I was watching Grands. Thank you, Christian. But yeah, I don't play the actual Pokemon games, or haven't in a long while, so I don't have the Pokemon to put into Champions. Yeah, because so I would have run the Microsoft version, but they made it so you can't run the web version and Microsoft version at the same time. So we are. So here we are. So I think the event is nostalgia bait. No. I don't think this game I don't even think Loomian Legacy qualifies as nostalgia bait. Well, see, the thing with Arcs is he uses the third-party thing, and I don't trust the third-party stuff. And, like, again, I'm not gonna, like, that's no shade to Arcs or anything, but I just don't personally trust third-party stuff like that, so this is as good as it's getting. Not the game, this event? No, I truly don't think so. I guess you could see them bringing back old skins as quote-unquote nostalgia bait, but the main reason they have these older ones is because way back when they ran these events, a lot of the people that currently play Loomian Legacy or like pay attention to Loomian Legacy, I know playing is a bit of a strong accusation there. A lot of them were never around back then, so they're just giving them a chance to get it. And like, yeah, the older players who still are here, they can try again, but I don't really see that as nostalgia bait. Third party, so we were talking about, or Isaac said I should run, or I should try running 4 accounts like Arcs does in his streams, but you have to use a third-party thing to actually run that many Roblox instances at the same time. So, I don't trust third-party stuff like that. So, double hunting is as good as it's going to get for me. But yeah, I saw I had like 75 tokens on my alt. So I was like, yeah, let's go for it, because like the Geklo and the Gumpod would be awesome to grab. I hope I get both. I doubt. I hope I get both. I doubt I'll get either. You can honestly see the difference in the two. Oh, you can still see the cursor. That's crazy. It's supposed to capture the cursor. But anyway, you can see the difference in like the encounter speeds between the two. Like if you have the Kiego one, it's so much faster. Like that's one. That was a circle and a half, and this wasn't even a full circle. I don't know why the Kiego saddle does that, but it does. It just encounters stuff faster. Oh, which encounter has been luckier? I just started running the ult for this event, so nothing. So yeah, the ult account has nothing on it right now. Oh. Well, that's an alpha gecko. Bye. What I should have done was made like a separate thing where these two things have different, or like swap between big and small, so that in case I find a rarer thing on the alt, you could see, get a better view of it. Late stream today. Yeah, I've been tired all day, so I didn't do one earlier. But I still got to get some time in on this. If I'm like, I'm not gonna get this if I don't hunt. So we're gonna put in some time. What better way to go to sleep than play Loomian? You're so right. Someone made Python code that detects and finds auto catches anything. How good do you think that is done? How do you think that is done? Well, that's just pixel detection. Like, they can detect, like, the little sparkles with pixel detection. And then they run a macro when they detect it. Like they run a code that, like, scans the screens for specific colored pixels, and then they run the macro. You're so right, Drippo. Suboptimal. But yeah, they simply make sure that the game is always in the same spot, and then runs the code to like look through that part of the your monitor or screen, and scans for either a specific color or a combination of colors. And then once that's detected, they run the macro to catch. By the way, that's not allowed on Loomian. So if they get caught, that'll be bad, but I'm not encouraging it. Just saying that's how it's done. Oh, my pity is an 8. Hopefully, we get something better than an Alpha Gold Gum Pod today. Oh yeah, super optimal, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna try running these two until I'm out of tokens on the ult. Oh, sounds like a job AI can steal. True. What's up, Puffin? Oh, you traded for Alpha Sapphire Gumpod? I didn't read that. I'm sorry. What did you end up... If I may ask, what did it cost you? Oh, I found a Ruby Gumpod on the alt as I got my pity on the main. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate timing for sure. Get back to Evomon? Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass. Created Gamma Heart Fan Cub. I mean, I don't know how that squares up in terms of value. I don't know if I have anything that would actually, like, that one I'm willing to trade and B is worth that kind of stuff. Like, obviously, I could easily, if I wanted to, I could easily trade for one now that the value's gone down due to running. But I don't have really much of anything that I would trade. Die. We will slay the gammas that I don't want. But, yeah. Obviously, it would be cool if I didn't have to trade. But I might need to look into doing it if I can't get these. I mean, realistically, it is very unlikely for any given individual to get them. It's 1 in 80,000. And let's just say, that's my opinion on AI. Generative AI is just unhealthy in general. AI, oh, wait, why did it do that? Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Help. Help. Oh, go back. Okay, we're good. I think. There we go. Okay. Wanted an alpha emerald and an alpha sapphire, so you got 2 things. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no. In terms of value, I couldn't tell you if it's a win or loss, but, like, who cares about value at the end of the day? It's, like, value is entirely subjective. But yeah, speaker with the super chat.
I was looking.
I'm glad you were looking, because that was for you. Thank you very much. Like, there are lots of claims that Evomon, like the Roblox game, was made very primarily by generative AI, and that's just like, man, that sucks. It really does suck if that's true. But yeah, I think a lot of people freak out about AI in general too much. It's really just generative AI that's the hurtful one. You've tried it in a base plate? I mean, I don't know. I haven't dug into what exactly is generative AI. For it, I know that they made some images with generative AI, and thus the claims hold more value. But at the end of the day, there's not much I can really do about it. So oh, beautiful, Phantom, beautiful. Want me to destroy data centers? Yeah, I'll pass on that. Don't see myself doing any of that. Oh, I am yawning. I'm having so much fun playing Loomian Legacy, guys. No, not the terrifying proc. No, suboptimal. Alright. But how are y'all doing? I don't think I've asked that yet. How are y'all doing this evening? I'll only train a simple AI is equivalent to the amount of energy used to power a large-scale neighborhood for 5 years. Playing another game with L in the background? Yeah, that's respectable. Oh, you think I'm gonna find both Alpha Sapphires at the same time? That would honestly, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind. I'm still kind of torn on what disc to use on these guys. Like, between Wave, Gift Disc, and Celebration Disc, I don't know which one I want. Got your license today? Hey. That's a W. Breakup, not so much. Finally got your Gleam Emerald. Nice. Need to fix your sleep schedule. Dude, I feel it. My sleep schedule is buns. Can you go hunting with me? You are free to join. You are free to hunt. I mean, using Blue Celebration and using Blue Gift for Gunpod. Blue Celebration for Geklo. Blue Gift for Gunpod. Interesting. Oh, is it because you don't have both Celebration discs? My ult has 2 Celebration discs, so if they both pop up on my ult, that's cool. I heard that the new Roamer in Tales of Tenaria has like a banger feat. How true is that statement? Well, that's good. That's good. Heard it for a few seconds, but the few seconds went hard. Cool. Yeah, I honestly need to check out the Tales of Tenaria update. If stuff is actually working, then like, yeah, it'd be cool to actually experience Tales of Tenaria. Your username? My username's the same as my YouTube. I like Eklo personally, but you love the Gunpod. No music today? I am lazy. It is a lazy late stream. I'm just here vibing. I am just vibing. Today was kind of lucky. 30 minutes found Whisper or Gamma Whisper 180 tickets, but only found 1 Alpha ticket. Boost still in 5 hours. Yeah, I can't see myself reloading that much boost just because you can't pause them. Wish you could pause them. I don't know why you can't. But no, I personally like the Ventacean more, but I think both are cool. Money. Yeah, I guess. Something tells me it wouldn't hurt their profits all too much if you could pause boosts. Just a sneaking suspicion. but you know, I might start, or like, if I'll say this, if Loomian picks back up after Route 9, right? If that happens, I might hunt more in events so I can get stuff, so I can go back and trade for other black and blue stuff that I don't have. Like, get the Oxydrake, get the Guardrone, the other, like, Halloween one's Ikazune. I guess I don't really need the Ikazune because I have the Mechazune. But, like, maybe I'll get it anyway. There's Cephalops as well. How's life been for me? Pretty stagnant. Not much has been happening. So true. I'm in purgatory right now. Someone's found 3 Alpha Ruby Geklos. That's the same odds as Alpha Sapphire Gumpod. That makes me good. Except not really. I'd be hard pressed to be jealous over people's stuff in Loomian. I mean, yeah, that's perfectly fair. Booga. Yeah, it's a lot. But I do want these a lot, so I'm gonna put in some time for it. I haven't found a single Sapphire Gumpod yet. This whole event. 24-hour stream? Yeah, I don't know about all that. You'll get maybe 2. Yeah, I couldn't tell you much on that, Isaac. I don't quite have experience in that field. Where are you? I couldn't tell you. Where are you? You're here. That's where you are. You're here. Yo, a Mutagon. Oh, here comes Tank. There it is. You reached enlightenment. Oh boy. I gotta stop hunting the event if I find glimpse sap of any of the 2. Well, the goal is both of them, so no. If I get one, I'll steal. I'll keep going trying to get the other. Look, the way I see it, my Halloween event, I did end up getting something twice the odds of a Gamma Roamer, the Gamma Halloween Elevage, and then I got a Gamma Roamer on top of that, the Gamma Metronet. And the odds of the Gamma, or not Gamma, the Alpha Sapphire Geklo is twice the odds of a Gamma Roamer. Sapphire Gumpod, the odds of a Gamma Roamer. So I've done it before. I can do it again. It's possible. There's a chance. Not a good chance. In fact, that's the only time it's at that Halloween event's the only time that's ever happened. Get some GSA Ruby Gekla. Oh, goodness gracious. That would be upsetting. No, I'm not on the treadmill. I'm really, I'm pretty exhausted today. I'm standing up though. That's basically the same thing, right? Yeah, I have a treadmill set up. Yep, it is right under my desk. Been called so many times today. Welcome. Welcome to the club. Standing still is arguably harder than walking. Eh. I mean, I honestly can't stand still. Like, I'm currently, like, bouncing my foot right now. I cannot stand still. I'm not verified on Roblox, so I can't see anybody's chats. Everybody thinking it's okay to do sneaky night streams? It is okay. Perfectly fine. Sometimes you're just not ready or able to stream at times you do normally. Then it's fine to do them later. Discord, so yeah. Yeah, in terms of like communicating with friends, it's no issue. But if I've got to coordinate with other people, then that's different. I'm not verified. You want to be able to feel like you're... Well, see, that's difficult, Gods, because you're watching a Loomian Legacy stream. That's... Like, trying not to fall asleep during a Loomian Legacy stream, I mean, you're asking for a lot. What was little Timmy's last words before he died? I don't know. But that's an Alpha Burroach. I would have done like a fake pop-off, but there are people home, so I don't feel like being super loud right now. Using recliner as your chair. Well, what is your what's your gaming chair? From a realistic standpoint, how many views would a Doodle World video with Roaring Knight get? Well, Doodle World's not a very popular thing in terms of videos, so that's already just... So I can't imagine too many. Like, Doodle World is just debuffed with being boring to look at. It would be edited, yeah, of course. Yeah, but you kind of got to do something, right? But it's just hard to make Doodle World pop out. Looks like classic PewDiePie gaming chair. Well, if only I knew what his chair looks like. I mean, it's just the fact that, like, Doodle World is super stagnant. Oh, another Alpha Geklo on the alt. Oh boy. Message was terminated by YouTube. No! Doodle World needs to have so many cosmetics. Well, I think that's Wish's way of acknowledging that Doodle World as it is isn't really interesting to look at, but also knowing he can't exactly pivot to a different style. Oh. Death threats over Loomian sets in the big 2026. I'm gonna play Persona 4 Revive. Probably not. So, here's my thing. I got Persona 5 as a gift on Christmas, you know, years back. I played for like 2 hours, you know, solid first thing, and then my brother started playing it because I let him play it. And then I ended up watching him play it, which was a mistake because he just didn't stop playing it. Dude was addicted, and I basically experienced all of Persona 5 by watching him. And I never really got into playing other Personas. Apparently, Car's trying to get EVs over equipment. I mean, yeah, they're more standard. Like like equipment obviously makes something like speed tiers less reliable, but yeah, it is a little bit weird trying to get rid of some of the unique identity, but I don't think I care too much. Don't think it would solve any problems. I mean, speed tiers, I think, would be easier. Not really. Not really, G. I mean, I'm technically going for this Operaptor here in the junkyard, but, like, I'm not really gonna keep going for it after the event. But that Goppy is pretty much the only non-event I really care about. But, also Lumen Tailed? No, I've not heard of that. You know, now that I have the sound turn on for Loomian, because I couldn't be bothered to grab a playlist, I keep hearing the alpha sound from my death kit. And I'm just like, oh, what? Was Lumentel the AI one? Oh, well, Evomon is the one that's out and had AI used. I don't know what Lumentel. Or are you talking about the one that had like the stick, or the one? Lumentel is on Steam. Oh. I don't know. Not really, Wang. No. It's just like the only one I would hunt for in the overworld, besides the Goppy. So that's why we're here. But it's not something I'm really pushing for. If I find it cool, if I don't, whatever. Yeah, I'm not too attached to the idea of Gamma Operaptor. Alpha Kabunga, woo! Think you're going for Gamma Boonary yourself, but yeah, it could take a while, yeah, for sure. Or if you're rich, it could take no time at all. When are we getting Gem Pro Pay? So true, except please don't. I don't care about that guy. How do mints work again? We don't have the specifics in this game because they're not out yet. But got more mainline Soul Burst. Very true. The issue is the mainline doesn't update. That's probably why we don't get a lot of mainline ones. But yeah, I agree with wanting more mainline ones because event locked ones are they just feel so bad, man. If you're not there for the event, then you literally just don't have access to a Soul Burst. Ugh. Like there were a lot of people that didn't know Krambos got a Soul Burst. Well, too bad you can't get it now. Shove the Soul Burst crystals from events in a battle call team. Like, yeah, you could make them very expensive in the battle call team. And then when the event rolls around, boom. You could get them very easily if you don't want to grind the battle call team for it. I mean, but that's been a thing that he's wanted to do for a long time, Isaac. It's just on Brad M to finally do that. Yeah. The ways to get the stones were from like a stone shop and the wheel in Brick Bronze. I mean, I'd be fine with that as well if you made an expensive crystal shop in Loomian. So I mean, that would be a way to sink our money because like people have millions on them. It's not that the devs hate PvPers, it's that they're not really privy to them. Like they're not. It's more that they don't pay attention than hate them. Remember being excited for Lucky Wheel Gap to be a Soul Crystal, only to realize if you'd hate it, that you'd hate it because it looks terrible, yeah. I wonder if we'll ever see what that mystery item will be. Oh yeah, you definitely don't need to buy discs. New to the chat, welcome. Welcome. Enjoy your stay. Or don't. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Ooh, I want to talk about the new Mons. Ooh, I'll say this. There are a lot of fun-looking ones. And I'll say that can apply to any playstyle. Every playstyle will be eating if Route 9 ever manages to come out. Zuba fan, thank you very much for the subscription. Will fungus curse be eating? Okay, you know what? You got me. I wasn't thinking about that one. I'd have to go back through and look at it. Nah, I'm not adding people. Rodlin, I'm sorry. When it comes to content, like bi-weekly limited skins, I mean, yeah, that is something very accessible to them, that's for sure. Light type being broke is the only reason Waka Waka is viable. Oh, okay, wait, Rodlin. Let me say this. Because the Joltooth raid got nerfed, you don't actually need Hollow Bunch anymore. Land Torch works pretty well as well. Like, it won't 100% solo the raid, but you don't actually need Hollow Bunch. So if you can't get a hold of Decorative Lights, build a Land Torch. Like I said, it won't solo a raid for sure because it's weak to Earthquake and doesn't resist Thunderclap. But you can take out a few bars with Land Torch. Like if you and a buddy can both send out a Land Torch, you can take 3-4 bars out within a few turns just by clicking Flare. Like somebody got 3 bars of Joltooth HP down in 2 turns with double Land Torch. Where can you find Land Torch? So if you go to Hiwa Village, there are the little yokai guys sitting around. They are hidden within like various props throughout the city or the village. Land Torch or Land Tot is the little red street lamps above you. Look for a really dark red street lamp and click on it. And if you don't see one, then go click on other yokai props to like kind of cycle the spawns until you find one of those. What's up, Toda? Or is it Thada? Or is it Toda, Tada, Thada, Thoda? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. I feel like Nightmare Raid should be harder and give reasonable reward. And have there be an in-between difficulty? Well, that's the thing. There is no easy mode. There is normal and Nightmare. Where's the place to hunt a Land Torch? Like I said, Hiwa Village. Normal is easy in your eyes. Well, okay. Jamie give you insight on how the right 9 raids will work in terms of difficulty. Well, he sort of, kind of. I'll say I don't know too much more than you guys. I don't really. He kind of gave me insight onto the reward so I could give some input, but that's about it. Found this weird black and blue crab, but you wanted red once you ran. Dang, tragic for that black and blue crab. But no, I do agree, Booga, that the difficulty should really be reflected in the rewards. Where is Pyro Village? Hiwa Village, the second battle theater, the fire. You remember like the fire gym, the fire. The guy that you fought that had fire guys. Yeah, go to that. Go to that place. Hang on. Go, Hiwa Village, here. This place, with the pink trees. I don't know why prepping for robust variant Wabba, clever variant Wabba would be nice for Route 9. Oh, no. Wobbleisk is dead for Route 9. Jamie's confirmed that. Wobbleisk is dead. Oh my gosh, our first Alpha Bronze of the stream. Yes! Wheel this, go. We're nerfing Wabba? Okay, so in 4 and 5 star raids or expeditions, there's going to be a new action they take when you break a certain number of bars where they disable your ability to heal. So, Wobbleisk is out of a job. Oh my gosh, green crab. Oh my gosh. So yeah, a lot of the communities expressed that they don't kind of like that kind of change. I personally don't like it when the difficulty of stuff like raids comes from restricting you as a player. I would rather the difficulty be like the boss responds to the strategy you attempt, rather than being like, no, you just can't do this. You're not allowed. Well, yeah, I mean, people will adapt strategies. It's just annoying that they choose artificial difficulty over adaptive difficulty. Improve the AI, true. Make them click not random moves. That would be a good start. Dude, I still remember the first day of the event making me feel like they did improve the AI, because that Joltooth was only thunderclapping my Wobbleisk. And then when Jake sent out Seer Knight, he immediately clay slapped it. Earthquake, clay slap, whatever. Immediately, frame 1. But then I got to the last bar of the Joltooth, and then it clay slapped my Wobbleisk, and I was like, oh, it's just luck. As per usual. The moves aren't random? Say that to the Colossotrops that got thunderclapped 20 times. Would the raid be easier or harder if it had Brawn Boost over Bulk Up? It'd probably be similar. On one hand, it scales faster, so it's harder to deal with. But on the other, it doesn't scale defense, so you get access to more things. Can we fight? No. Where's the grass to hunt? Well, I told you that there is no grass to hunt. I told you, you have to look around the town for little props to click on. It's not a normal hunt. All right. Yes, it's static encounter. Yep. I would show you what to look for, but I've got boosts running, so I'd rather not waste the time. What's the time for me? It's after 11 p.m. Isaac versus Eat IRL. I'll pass. Treadmill 1v1. Dude, I really like the whole treadmill thing, keeping me awake during stuff. And then then I realized just how much like distance I'm walking during these streams. Like, I had like what 10 or 11 miles between two streams. I was like, oh dang, we'd be going places, but like nowhere at the same time. You don't think you could focus on coding with a treadmill? You'd have to, for something like that, you'd kind of have to build up to it. You'd have to like start off with like passive activity while you're doing it, so you could get used to like doing it without focusing on the walking aspect, and then you put more involved stuff into it. It starts with genuinely something as passive as Loomian Legacy hunting would be a great first thing, genuinely, or just like watching a show, or both at the same time. Did you hunt today or just enjoy your time and play Black Ops? Well, do you want anything? Do you want either gem guy from the event? If you do, then hunt. If you don't, then play Black Ops. Yeah, I love my standing death. Great. It wasn't originally purchased with having a treadmill under it in mind, and then my brother made a suggestion one day, and I was like, wait, no, that makes sense. Well, Isaac, here's the thing. I weigh 140, and I have essentially no muscle mass. Pounds, not kg, not kilograms, by the way. Pounds. I'm not a supreme fatty. I forgot that I'm American, so I should probably specify that was pounds. They called it damage slop. So a move that does damage? 2026 is certainly a year. Favorite Loomian out of these? Okay. What is 140 kg? A lot. I would say a little above average for a human. Only a little, only slightly, only a little bit. Yeah, guys, we got defense slop and damage slop. How many eats would that be? Well, what is 140 pounds in kgs? It's like 60 something, right? Or like close to 70? So it'd be more than 2 of me. No, Isaac, please don't tell me. Tell me you're just throwing out the meme and not that, that's... Don't tell me that that's the accurate measure conversion. Number slot. 140 pounds, am I good? No, I'm very, very thin. I'm 6'1", by the way. 63, 64. So yeah, a little more than 2 of me. Yo, Alpha Slugling! Oh my god! Anyway. Oh wait, I just realized I may not be in the right box for these. Yeah, oh no, I am. Alright, we're good. Back to bed. It's too exciting. It's keeping me awake. Oh boy. Hope I get GSA Ruby. No! But good night. You just noticed that there's 2 accounts going? Oh boy. He'll be napping. Oh boy. Any good finds? Nope. Alright, since I'll be going for another hour, I'm gonna go ahead and start popping the boost. So I don't have to do it later. The van is rigged, I agree. But yeah, I am not a big individual in terms of weight. I have no weight to throw around. You're so right, Drippo. You're so right. Man, should have waited till they expired. There's like 3 or 4 individuals in my server that have already found the Alpha Sapphire gum pod, so it's just like, ugh. I've never really known how the body mass index like calculated. Never really looked into it. People got GSA, Sapphire, Geklo, and Gumpod. Oh my god, I've not seen those. I'm just strictly talking about the people in my server. I have no idea about all that stuff. Which is actually normal. Every resource I use tells me I'm drastically underweight. So I don't know about that BMI. BMI is usually inaccurate. Yeah, that makes sense because like if I'm drastically underweight, but my BMI is normal, Something ain't adding up. Also, it doesn't take multiple into account. Yeah. Normal to me. I don't live up to my... No. See, you don't understand. I can eat anything I want and never gain weight. That's the problem. The issue isn't that I don't eat. It's that I can't eat enough. I could just trade for one. Well, technically, yes, but I don't have a whole lot that I can actually trade. Or that I would be willing to trade. Just eat rocks. I feel like I'd have a hard time digesting them, but... That's the point. Well, I don't feel like that would feel too good. I don't think that's a compromise I'm willing to make. You have to lift weights to gain weight. I mean, yeah, muscle building will do that for sure. The issue is that in order to put more weight on your body, you have to not burn all of the calories and stuff that you intake. There has to be some left over. The issue is, there's never any left over. I can't quite keep up with my metabolism. Oh no, I could be as physically inactive as I want and nothing would change in terms of my inability to burn, or the inability to put on weight. Anyway, that's a bronze Geklo from the ult. That's the 5th one there. There's the wheel disc. Into the wheel disc you go. What are bronze odds again? Bronze Geklo's 1 in 100. And like every gum pod is like half as rare as the Geklo version. So bronze Geklo's 1 in 100, bronze gum pod's 1 in 50. And then the alpha odds are 1 in 16. So Geklo's 1 in 1600. Gum pod is 1 in 800. Look, if I could realistically convert people's fat, I would be able to make a killing in terms of money. It would be quite the service I could provide. However, that's fantasy. Jimmy wants to lose weight and I can't gain weight? Yeah. Would be cool. Would be cool if I could get put on some weight. Okay, sorry about that. What place where you find the red ball? In Haiwa Village. you see a bunch of red street lamps, look at them. If one is darker, then that is a lamp hot. You can also look this up on YouTube. PvPs just rise like 10 GR if needed in raids because of the needs. Oh boy. What is the chance? I don't know. Yeah, that's probably similar for me, Isaac. That's like the only place I have any actual muscle mass. Oh, sorry. What's up, Roger? Hello. Hopefully we find something more than bronze today. Hopefully. That'd be cool. Oh, you've almost got pity on the main account. 8 away. Well, now 7 away, but we're almost there. Gamma Kanky, nice. Well, I agree. Yeah, nice. Delay pity, never. I got that Gamma Halloween Elephage on pity after finding a Halloween Elephage right before pity, so like, no, you don't need that. Nearly 500 vouchers combined with your ult account already? Did I watch the new Spider-Man movie? I haven't, no. I technically could go find some random Twitter account that's posted it. You're bored? Such is what happens with Loomian Legacy hunting. Alright, here's pity. Hate you. Die. Get out of here. What just happened? Let me click on my... There we go. How dare I? Oh no. Brew, how dare I? The multi-billion-dollar companies are gonna find me and eat me alive. Oh my gosh, another one. Die. Dead to repeated gammas. Let's go. I agree. Thank you very much, Steve.
Dead to repeated gammas.
Might need to turn off the text-to-speech, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh my gosh. SA, you're so right. Almost back to...
Almost B2B.
Yeah, thank you once again, Seeker. I will always be there for your service. I will always be at your service to kill the gammas. Best in a backup cam for your car? Do you have a dash cam first? I would go for that first. Alright, there we go. I'm back. Hello. Oh, Please, something cool today, please. Maybe it doesn't have to be sapphire, but like, all I've been getting are bronze lately. And I get that the odds of finding the bronze aren't actually all that low or all that high. You know, 1 in 800 for the gun pod, 1 in 1600 for the Geklo. But like, the follow-up incident. Back in the day. Swap all the colors, rarity, next year except sapphire. Oh no. Baroque Gamma was SA? Ah, dang it. Dang, Flabbit. That really makes me upset that I missed out on that. But, oh man, I'm using a robust dust kit, so like Dark Cloud's robust Baroque? I don't know, man. Who uses robust on Baroque line anyways? True. Yeah, I don't really care if they're secret ability. Unless it's like, unless I'm specifically hunting them, I don't particularly care. One of these days, I'll have to finally go through and organize my boxes and then like actually separate the stuff that's valuable and stuff I can trade. Try and get myself, like, say the Alpha Sapphire Gunpowder or Geklo. I don't think I have anything valuable that I'd even be willing to trade. Like, all of the valuable stuff is like my blue stuff. And that game of Halloween LFH. Maybe I'll trade that. I don't know how much that goes for though. Like the last valuable thing I had that I was willing to trade was Rainbow Dust Kit, and I traded that. In terms of value, I got scammed, but I got stuff I wanted out of it. No, I don't know why your name is Rogue. Hey, the dust kit went to someone who actually wanted it. I asked about it. Think run. I made sure, double triple checked. They said it was fine. Because you're ruthless. Oh boy. Man is LARPing. Unfortunately, no, Mohammed. I have not. They would have trade banned the Loomian otherwise. Well, the Loomian itself, no, because there were other people that didn't. I mean, pop in it. Oh my god, my first Sapphire gun pod, but it wasn't Alpha. Unfortunately. Goodbye. Maybe I should have caught it. Maybe I should have. Whatever. Alright. Sorry about that. I'm back. But yeah, puffin basically. Whenever Route 9 comes out, if it ever drops, then we're gonna get mints. So it really doesn't matter how I hunt this, because I'll just mint them anyway. Like, I wouldn't use them in PvP without them being minted, and we're getting mints, so eventually. Someone's trading Gleaming Sapphire in your server. Nice, nice. I need to see what those guys go for. And then I can go through my stuff and see if I can scrounge something up. All right. GSAF gun pods is around 40, 50, 80 to 90 on the Keklo. And then somebody just said 500. They're good. Well, you know, I guess I shouldn't have. I shouldn't not have expected a different answer. I forgot that everything is GR in this game. I was thinking, like, what Loomians are people trading for them? But yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Right, Atlas, that would be cool. Or, I mean, or we got ability capsules or patches. That would be so cool, right? Yeah, I know, it's all GR. I'm aware. I just I've been out of the loop for so long. I just kind of forgot. It just makes it harder for me specifically to gauge because I don't know what's considered valuable. I mean, I have a bunch of random stuff from events, but like I know none of it's all that valuable. Because I never hit anything super big, except for like the Gamma Halloween Elephage. Like the only really big hit I got. Gamma Halloween Elephage and Halloween Metronet are like, those are the only Gamma Roamers I have. Do I watch One Piece? No, I do not. Just two? Yes, just two. Those are the only ones I have. I obviously don't hunt as much as other people, but like it's not like I don't have a lot of time hunting in general. I do. But yeah, that's all I have to show for it. I should play Warframe. I'm good. I don't want to fight it. I want to run it. Yeah, don't let Grandma get a hold of you. Don't let it happen. Have a good one. Why? Warframing's good? Not my kind of game. Simply not my kind of game. Yeah, maybe I should have caught that Sapphire gun pod. I mean, I guess I'll catch the next one. If another one pops up. Because while it would suck not to have the alpha one, at least I would have that one. Because the Ventacean still looks cool. Just significantly less so when it's mono blue. Yeah, you're so right, Abe. You're so right about that. I'll just glitch the textures, guys. Good suggestion. Okay, good suggestion. Ugh. Have I really? Yeah, I've only really found the bronze stuff, huh? We get clothes and a gun pod today. I mean, I found the sapphire one, not the alpha, but a sapphire. The first sapphire gun pod I've seen this event. And another normal alpha Geklo from the old. Oh boy. I don't think he has the mastery for it done. Fine. Good thing you don't need mastery done for this event. Except for Jill 2. You need that done. If you're hunting it. Ugh. I'm basically hunting with like 1 2/3 accounts because this one account encounters stuff so slowly. Yeah, that's fair, I'd say. It's Loomian Legacy, you got what you were truly after super quickly, so why play it long? It's not even like you can get daily boosts. When does this event end? We don't have one. We don't have a time for it yet. They have not announced it. They only did the 30 for the fun of it. Oh boy. I really do wonder why the Kiego makes you encounter stuff so much faster. I don't get it. I'm glad all 3 of the Joltooth colors are like someone's favorite. And by that I mean like a good number of people like each color scheme. Still a shame that we don't have full burst reskin. Truly is a shame. It would be so cool, man. Oh goodness, the eyes are getting heavy. What time do I got left on this boost? 30 minutes. Oh no. Arnar. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be in a bit of trouble. Not gonna do a 14-hour stream? Absolutely not. Eat your RAM to take over. True. You woke up at 1 p.m. today? So my thing is, I have just been so tired all day. I have not been able to like truly wake up all day. Been so drowsy. Coffee's the answer to everything. Well, I'd rather not throw caffeine in my body this late, at least. I have not had I have severely cut back on the amount of coffee I take or caffeine intake. Not like out of any desire to change anything, but just like I haven't been interested in like tea or coffee. Yo, Alpha Slugling. Drink Coke for your caffeine, which is probably worse than coffee. Oh boy. I like coffee. Fine. I don't drink much pop at all either. I had some recently, but like before that, it's been years. Got 3 ads all about AI. Wow, yeah, this kind of crappy. I hope you were able to skip them. But from the sounds of you running into all 3, it makes me feel like, no, you didn't have to. Another Geklo. Whoa! We are now up to 7 bronze Geklos. YouTube Premium, no ads, nice. Seven LeBron's Geklos, yeah. So what, that makes 14 browns, 2 silvers, 3 golds. Like between both Gumpod and Gecko. Ugh. My gosh, Gumpod. Oh my gosh, Gumpod. You know, I don't have Alpha Silver Gumpod yet. You know, I wouldn't mind finding one of you. Oh, that's rough, SA. That's rough. Might be mercury poison. Listen. Pretty low in calories and high in protein. Like, tuna is a great calorie efficient protein. Worth the mercury. Worth it. Turn to silver server with all that mercury? Oh boy. Mercury gonna fight all those microplastics? Oh. Okay, bit of a random topic. There was a Roblox game that existed like 4 months ago. National Academy. Did any of you play that? Like, bit of a long shot simply because it was a paid access game. Never heard of it. Fair enough. Absolutely fair. I wasn't expecting much when asking. Well, let's just say it was a pretty good PvP game. Like similar to kind of similar to Deep Woken in a sense. Open PvP. There's permadeath, except permadeath you'd have to try to actually wipe, unlike Deep Woken. You have to really try. But that was a game Speeder, Sword, and I were playing. And then development kind of just stopped. They took down the game. It's crazy because paid access, by the way. And then for 3 months they were silent. Recently they announced some stuff about like how they're going to be more communicative and like they're going to work towards getting the game going again. And then Thorin ended up getting a hold of tester role, like very recently. Oh, it's raining now. I need to leave. But he loaded up his old build into like the testing thing because they don't really have much to test right now. They're just kind of fighting each other until they push content to be tested. So he loaded up his old build, and he started stomping everybody with it. And now all the testers want to nerf his build. And that was a build that Soren and I both worked on making for him. Because his build, the original part of his build got like super nerfed. Like everything got basically gutted. And there was no real way to make parts of his kit like actually work together. And then I found one interaction in the entire game that required him to switch to a completely different weapon that would allow him to actually connect like the different parts of his kit together. And so he had to learn a completely new weapon to get it to work. And then when he finally got good at it, he started bodying people. And that's what he brought into the test server today. And now people want it nerfed. And now I'm just like, if they nerf that you still, if they get rid of the last thing in the game that lets you connect his kit together, yikes. But basically how it works is you get a magic and you get a weapon. National Academy, Grippo, but so he was using wind magic because it's Soren, like, go figure. And he was originally using shield as his weapon. But they completely gutted shield twice in a row. And then they gut his wind by, like, 1 damage and 2, like, how long you're affected by its effects. And because of the nerfs, he could no longer, like, there was not enough time to combo his kit together. And so he had to completely change everything about his build so that he could get it to work. So he switched his weapon from shield to gun so he could actually use his wind magic. And gun is a completely different playstyle than what he's used to, so it took forever. And the reason I'm speaking on what his experience was like is because while I did play the game, I couldn't actually get into the game. Because for some reason, after like changing internet providers, on Roblox specifically, I suffer in very frequent and intense ping spikes. So, an actual PvP game like that, I just can't feasibly get into because, like, what am I supposed to do when my ping spikes every 30 seconds? But there were a couple nights when the game was up where my ping wasn't spiking. And so, like, I was never able to really practice or get good at the game because, again, all the ping spikes. Oh, no, see, that's the thing. SA, it was only my client that ping spikes. It's only my client that ping spikes. Everything else still happens. So it's just me who can't see what's happening every 30 seconds. Well, no, random, because that wasn't up to me. Because I don't live alone. That wasn't up to me. But the thing is, my overall internet connection, absolutely beautiful. Like, when's the last time you felt a frame drop from my stream? Way back when, right? I don't frame drop anymore. So, like, my overall internet connection is beautiful. It's just on Roblox specifically, I ping spike like no tomorrow. And the reason it's not really noticeable with this is because it's turn-based. So it doesn't really matter if I ping spike. But yeah, there were nights where I wasn't ping spiking, and so I could actually like play with. It was Soren who I played with, but like since I was never able to really practice, the only things I could do was like watch him and Speeder and like general people fighting, and like take mental notes and try to apply it when I could finally like realistically fight. And so those 2 nights, with basically no practice, I'd say I was solid at the game. I was told that I have like the deadliest feints in the game. Like feinting is essentially trying to, is just kind of like faking out the opponent. Like you're about to do something, but then like you cancel it. You can't do it all the time, but the way I saw it was like a lot of people who tried to do feinting in that game would just like do the action, but then immediately cancel it. So like the person you're fighting couldn't react to the fact that you're not actually doing anything. And so what I did, what I thought anybody normal would do, is like make sure you hold the feint for as long as you possibly can until like the last possible moment before the action actually goes through, and then feint it. They can't react to it. And so I was tripping a lot of people up with that. I'm not in a private server, no. And so while I wasn't like a ton like super good at like combo routes because I've never been able to practice, but I was a neutral demon because I could very much mix up when I attack people. As for your question, about infinite dashes, what's the most mobile? I would say no, there's not infinite dash. Or like mobility, like there's some mobile magics, but it's not what you would like in terms of mobility. Do I ever try for Gamma Leviatros? Probably not. Like they teased a magic like yesterday where you can blast them to mark them, and then you have a move that TPs right on them. But like, I used lightning magic in the game, and there was a move that is a dash. It's like a teleport that would go to a bunch of people who are like in front of you. It would just TP to everybody in like the line in front of you. So if you're fighting a group, you could just kind of extreme speed your way around. So that there was that, but like magic cooldowns in that game were pretty long. So you would have to play neutral for a while, and then you could throw those moves out. You're gonna play Loomian Legacy while watching this? Nice. Do your hunting while watching somebody else hunt. That's the way to go. What? Another magic, Soren's magic, Wind. It has just like a normal dash, and then it has like a very large vertical leap, and then that kind of dashes down to the ground. So that's another mobile one. What other magics are mobile? You can't mix magic, no. No. Like, yeah, that spell that I was talking about is a lightning magic spell. You have to have lightning magic, and then like you get 3 moves total. You get 3 spells total for each magic. So the first one for lightning is like a lightning strike that kind of tracks the opponent. Pretty long windup, so it's easy to react to, but it does track where you're moving. So you have to react to it. You can't just simply move out of the way. The second one is the dash, but it's like Metal Claw on Empoleon. You have to have a target for it to actually do anything, but the more people in front of you, the more it zips around. And then the third one's a counter. And I'm telling you what, that counter has infinite range. And by that, I mean, if somebody drops like a sitting hitbox, like say a landmine, and then you jump on it and counter it, you will teleport to the caster from any distance. So there is a magic that kind of plays like that. It sets down a bunch of landmines, like a trap, but as a lightning magic user, you can just kind of jump on that landmine and counter it and just zip right on top of them. And it will hit them, guaranteed. Like they're stunned throughout it, so you'll hit them, and then you can follow up with other stuff. So that's a cool little thing. The counter is very, 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 very strong. Moves in isolation sound good, but just hearing it, I don't see the kit synergy. Okay, so by itself, you're supposed to mix like other parts of the game in to get actual synergy. So, for instance, there are some like basic skills that you could put on any build. One thing you can do with lightning specifically is there is this move where you throw out a projectile that like carries the opponent away. Like there's an initial hitbox that carries it away, and then there's an explosion hitbox at the end. And so what lightning can do is they can hit the counter. If they hit the counter, they can throw that move out. It will hit every time. And then during the carrying period, you can choose to either do the dash move on top of them, or you can strike them with lightning. And that stuff will hit if you mix up the timing so you can catch their parry, because you can parry the second hit of the throw. So as long as you mix up the timing, you can grab them with that kind of combo. But like, yeah, there are ways to combo your moves in the game. There's like also races you can choose, so those will come with like a racial skill. And so mixing your weapon skills, your magic skills, your race skill, the general skills, that's how you really flesh out a kit to get some actual synergy. But like most magic moves in isolation don't necessarily combo right in on it into each other. Otherwise, that would be stupid and boring and one-dimensional. It would just be whoever hit. Say less. All the Discord's interested now. Oh boy. But yeah, no. The game had very. I wouldn't say the best combat on Roblox, but it was very good. Very fun. Although, dude, if Everbloom ever comes out, that's a different story. But I can't talk about Everbloom because it's not out, and it doesn't look like it's coming out. But no, I enjoyed the game, but I couldn't really get into it again because of all the ping spikes. But it was really cool to see like Thorin and Speeder get really good at the game. Oh, Alpha Kabunga! Oh my god! Oh my god! Nice. Oh, that's like the last guaranteed find. What weapons are there? Back when the game was open, it was sword, gun, shield, wand, and fists. But when it reopens, they're adding a greatsword on top of that. There will be a rapier as well at some point. They're gonna also add a spear and like books, like the tomes, grimoires. So those are the weapons that are like in the game and currently planned to be added to the game. As for magics, there were quite a few. It's going to be hard to remember them all, but there was like gravity, sound, charm, fire, water, lightning, wind, ice, sand, rock. Like there was a good like variety of magic. There was also time. Muscle magic, because it's based on Mashal. The guy who can't use magic but is insanely strong. That, you know, there's that quote-unquote magic. So yeah, there was quite a bit of build variety for sure. If I had to say, in terms of weapons, if there's like a mobile weapon, I would say sword and gun are pretty mobile. So sword has a skill where you kind of like wait a second and then like TP forward and then kind of cut whoever's in between you and your endpoint. And then gun has like an omnidirectional little dash they can throw out that kind of like resets some cooldowns. How rare is a blue Geklo? 1 in 10,000. 1 in 10,000. So to get it alpha is 1 in 160,000. Yeah, it will eventually do that, or at least that's their goal. It will eventually have a full like pre-release. But it is like Deep Woken where there's permadeath in tokens, so I think I'm using, well, I started with over 200, now I'm under that, so a couple. Now however, the permadeath isn't nearly as like punishing as Deep Woken. It is really hard to wipe in that game. Like, you have to be truly bad at the game to wipe. So I think, like, yes, the risk of permadeath is there, but, like, if you're solid at the game, you just won't wipe. Ever. You're a perfect man for the job. There was somebody, that Soren was fighting at one point, who was breaking the rules of one of the rules of the game. So he reported him, so got him strike, but he also gripped him, which kills him. And then we checked the wipe logs, and he wiped then. So Soren gripped, wiped, and strike the guy. Died, wiped, and got like a strike on his account. You know, leading up to a potential ban. It was amazing. It was great. It was a spectacle. Absolute cinema. But no, the reason I'm talking about that game is because it's recently they're being more communicative about it, like, because they went radio silent for 3 months after they closed the game. Now it sounds like they're working on it again. So I will say the equipment system in that game, you know, like the gear you put on to give your, you know, make your character better, that system was awful. You have to get materials, then craft the piece of armor that you want, and then it rolls the quality. And the quality RNG was awful. And then on top of that, it could roll like a little modifier, give you even more stats. So you'd have to craft the best quality gear with a modifier. However, they did say in their little comeback thing that the equipment system is getting reworked. So it won't be as awful. Oh my gosh, my first Alpha Silver gun pod. My gosh, guys. It's here. Oh my gosh. It's here. Into the wheel disc you go. Actually, no, since it's my first one, we'll give you skeleton. Maybe I should have done a white eye. It's fine though. Oh, I don't have a full party, so it's gonna be in there. Sign that the ult will get what the main doesn't. So true. My boost says 1 hour. It says 1 minute. 1 M. Maybe you're trying to get me to hunt for an hour, but I will not. Yeah, okay, Isaac. I see what you're doing. It ain't happening. Tired. I did 2 hours with 2 accounts. That's basically 4 hours. Alright, so today I got 2 bronze Geklos, a bronze gun pod, and a silver gun pod. I mean, I did also find like a regular sapphire gun pod for the first time, but hang on, this guy's got 1 more encounter in him, and it was a Kabonga. However, I mean, what we got, yeah, bronze of that, 2 bronze of these, bronze Geklo, silver gun pod. Oh yeah, my ult is using smart. It doesn't really matter though. But there we go. We got some hunting done. Hopefully, y'all were vibing with me for the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is. Have a good one. Bye-bye.